This next story, simply incredible. After falling 150 feet after one of the Olomana peaks, a hiker lives to tell of his rescue.
KITV4's Ashley Moser spoke to the survivor and has more on what firefighters caution you to do in similar situations.
A day of hiking turns into a nearly fatal event. Hiker Robert Davis and a friend made it past all 3 peaks of Olomana Trail, but it wasn't until their descent that the pair ran into trouble.
I had overstepped on my right foot to the right side of the path, and before I knew it, I was going over the side.
He fell 150 feet between the 2nd and 3rd peak of the trail, luckily hitting a tree that stopped his fall.
Had I fallen 10 feet before that, or 10 feet after that, I wouldn't be here right now.
He says he was in and out of consciousness, but was able to fight the urge of falling asleep, establish contact with his hiking buddy, and wait for rescue crews to respond to his cries for help.
I heard somebody yelling my name, Rob, and it wasn't a voice I was familiar with.
It was a Honolulu firefighter being lowered to his location. Crews used the chopper to lift him off the mountain and down to safety.
As I was lowered down, my body, became flat again. That hurt quite a lot.
The pain coming from a partially collapsed lung, a broken rib, 2 fractured vertebrae, and a sprained ankle along with multiple cuts and bruises. He spent 40 hours in the ICU and was remarkably released just days later. But fire officials say not all hikers are as lucky. Back in January, off-duty firefighter Mitch Kai died after falling near the same spot on the trail. That day it was raining off and on, conditions fire officials urge hikers to look out for.
Being aware of your surroundings and the environment is key to being safe.
He says hikers usually push themselves past their limits.
If you feel that you are in a precarious position and you can no longer go safely up or down, of course you should always call for help.
As for getting back out there, Davis says he won't let this experience stop him.
I'm not going to shy away from future hikes. I'm certainly not going to shy away from Olomana Trail again.
Ashley Moser, KITV4 News.
Fire officials say there were 150 high ground rescues in 2013, and so far this year, the total of 82, and they say that number's on pace to be even higher than last year.